Hi everyone, welcome to TC's AP Computer Science 101.
Today we will be discussing sorting and how it makes our time with Java easier.
Note that this lesson will be split into 3 individual videos.
Here's the basic idea of what a selection sort is as follows.
For each position J,
Find the smallest data value in the array from position I through length minus 1, where length is the number of data values stored.
exchange the smallest value with the value at position I.
So by now you're probably thinking,
What?
So here's an example with nail polish. As you can see, each nail polish is numbered between 0 and 9. These nail polishes are set in what we call an array. The array has 10 indexes. So how we're going to start is this. You see that it's out and ordered. We have to get it straight, from smallest to largest, from 0 to 9. So here, we will start with 3. 3 goes to 0. He talks to him. He's like, hey, are you smaller than me? And 0 says yes. So 0 and 3 change spaces. Then 0 goes to 1. And he talks to him and he says, hey, are you smaller than me? And 1 says no. So 0 goes ahead. He does the same thing with 8. 8 says no. Same thing with 7. 7 says no. Same thing with 2. 2 says no. Same thing with 5. 5 definitely says no. Same thing with 4. 4 is like, Same thing with 9. 9 says no. Same thing with 6. 6 says no. So 0 moves back to A sub 0. Now we go with 3. 3 goes to 1. He says, hey, are you smaller than me? And 1 says yes. So 1 and 3 move spaces. 1 goes to 8. Says, are you smaller than me? 8 says no. 1 goes to 7. No. 2. No. 5. No. 4. No. 9. No. 6. No. So 1 moves back to A sub 1. 3 goes back up again. He goes to 8, says, hey, are you smaller than me? 8 says no. So 3 moves ahead. 7, no, move ahead. 2, yes. So 2 and 3 change spaces. 2 goes to 5 and he says, hey, are you smaller than me? And 5 goes no. So 2 moves ahead. 4 says no. So 2 moves ahead. 9 says no. So 2 moves ahead. And lastly, 6 says no. So 2 moves ahead. But 2 has no other places to go. So 2 goes back to A sub 2. Then we go with 8. 8 goes to 7. He's like, hey, are you smaller than me? And 7 says, yeah, you're a little bit taller. So 7 and 8 change spaces. 7 goes to 3. And 3 says, hey. 7 says, hey, are you smaller than me? And 7 and 3 change spaces. 3 goes to 5 and says, hey, are you smaller than me? 5 says no. 3 moves ahead. 3 goes to 4. Says, hey, are you smaller than me? 4 says no. 3 moves ahead. 3 goes to 9. Says, hey, are you smaller than me? 9 says no. 3 goes ahead. 6. Nope. So 3 moves back to A sub 3. We start with 8. 8 goes to 7 again and says, you're smaller than me. So they change spaces. 7 goes to 5 and says, you're smaller than me. So they've changed spaces. 5 goes to 4 and says, you're smaller than me. So 4 change spaces. 4 goes to 9 and says, you're not smaller than me. So he doesn't change spaces. Goes to 6 goes, you're not smaller than me. So they change spaces. And 4 goes back to A sub 4. Little mix up right there. 4 fell, but let's go to 8 again. 8 goes to 7 yet again and goes, you're smaller than me. So they move. 7 goes to 5. Yet again, it says, you're smaller than me. So they change spaces. 5 goes to 9. Nope. 5 goes to 6. Nope. So 5 goes to A sub 5. 8 thinks this is kind of getting a little boring, but he goes to 7 anyway and says, you're smaller than me. Change spaces. 7 goes to 9. You're smaller than me. Change spaces. 9 goes to 6. Whoa, wait. Yeah, excuse me. 9 stays where he is because 7 is not larger than 9. So then 7 goes to 6 and apologizes to 9. And 6 goes to 7 and says, yeah, 7, you're larger than me. So 6 and 7 change spaces. Then 6 goes down the row and checks for each one to see which one is smaller than him. And then goes to 6. And then we start with 8. 8 goes to 9 and says, you're not smaller than me. 7 goes to 9. 8 goes to 7 and says, you're definitely smaller than me. So they change spaces. 7 goes again, checks, goes to 9 and says, you're not smaller than me. Goes to 8 and says, you're not smaller than me. So takes sub 7. Then we move to 9. 9 goes to 8 and says, you're smaller than me. So 8 and 9 change spaces. And now you see that 0 through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all in their proper place. See you next time.